Bishop Arts District, home to over 60 independent boutiques, restaurants, bars, coffee shops, and art galleries. This vibrant and independent neighborhood is located in the heart of North EvolveCafe. With a rich history, it was once the site of Dallas's busiest trolley stop in the 1930s. Since its revitalization, the Bishop Arts District has gained recognition for its small-town feel, hidden gem appeal, and close-knit community. The area attracts a diverse crowd, including locals, tourists, artists, and food enthusiasts, all drawn by its eclectic charm and creative spirit. Whether you're exploring the boutiques, savoring local cuisine, or enjoying live music, the Bishop Arts District offers a unique and memorable experience for everyone. While the Bishop Arts District is celebrated for its cultural vibrancy and community spirit, residents face challenges that come with rapid urban development. In making their voices heard, some residents have stated their fears over new construction because of the effect it will have on their property taxes. They agree that they would like more community spaces, but with the condition of wanting to restore and preserve existing buildings. With the average household income being inconsistent with the economy's demands, gentrification has been a significant issue with rising property values and rents pushing out long-time residents and family-owned businesses. In thinking that developers don't build for the existing community, recent real estate development has made residents feel like the Bishop Arts District will just be like any other gentrified area. Perhaps this is why the majority of customers who populate most retail shops in the district aren't even residents, or rather non-locals, who visit. All things considered, some factors to question when architecturally developing a building that could best suit this district could be: 1. What type of building could residents actually use? 2. How could a building be preserved? In what ways can it promote the well-being of the public? What programs can bring both audiences together? And how can it combat the effects of gentrification? Studies have shown that when an individual seeks to evolve their perspectives through engaging in social interactions and idea exchanges with others, it can lead to profound transformations in their lifestyle, financial habits, and social dynamics. Financially, such individuals may prioritize investments in personal development, education, and networking opportunities. On a broader scale, the collective shift towards a more collaborative and progressive district can result in enhanced innovation, economic prosperity, and a deeper sense of community. With the development of 2 specific spaces and 1 collaborative space that joins both residents and district guests, all of the programs aim to do the same thing, which is to promote social engagement between the 2 audiences. For residents, a micro-library within the neighborhood acts as a capsule for learning, cultural enrichment, and personal growth. It's a place where the collective intellect of the district is housed, providing free access to books, technology, and resources that might otherwise be out of reach. On the other hand, a cafe that has immediate ground access is established to attract and cater towards tourists and non-locals as a means of providing retail experience. A space where occasionally residents and non-locals can meet and establish new relationships between themselves. And finally, an auditorium that invites both parties for gathering, meeting, entertainment, and learning together. For location, the site of the building that we were given to repurpose is situated at 424 and 428 West Davis Street. Building 424 was extruded outward in order to create the possibility for more interior space. Its massing was also extruded upward in order for the building to contain a second floor. The west facade was then pushed in to create a passage for pedestrians to get from Davis, which is the more loud and busier side, to 7th Street, which is the calmer and more quieter side. The exterior on the backside of building 428 had an exposed structural system of trusses. 1/3 of the trusses were subtracted and repurposed into a wall that supported the structural system of the building. Plaza Norte Cultural was a present study that was analyzed before the start of this project. It introduced flexible space concepts through a unique beam system that spanned through the site's boundaries, which removed the need for load-bearing walls. This idea was incorporated on the west side of the building in order to allow the cafe for ambience flexibility. activating the green passage with the interior space. In order to make this beam structure work, columns had to be added in order for the beams to be attached and have support on one side. The other side where the beams would lay were supported by a steel truss wall, which was made from the repurposing of 1/3 of the original trusses. With the steel truss wall on one side and the columns on the other, the beams were now able to have enough structural integrity to allow for an open floor plan on the first floor. Integrating the structural system into the building and preserving as much of the existing facades and its materiality creates an industrial architectural language that the building carries through its appearance. By recoloring 428's original beige stone to white and allowing the brick on 424 to have a darker tone, the two colors create a distinguishment between the two buildings. This ground floor plan highlights some of the special conditions that were mentioned before, spaces like the auditorium on the left, the cafe on the right, and the green slot on the exterior. Here through this section, we can see the micro library that sits on top of the cafe, both containing similar square footage because they're both housed inside of the same mass. The auditorium is on the right side this time, and the service spaces found in the middle are what separates the programs. For the first floor, the resting corridor acts as seating outside of the micro library before entering it. The library itself is split into three, with a compartment of desk computers, shelves with books in the middle, and the reception desk further down. Through this section exists a better view of the front foyer, the auditorium, and the front and back stage. If revitalizing a historic building into a cultural center is supposed to breathe new life into the district, what makes this one so special? Why Evolve Cafe? Evolve Cafe is not just a place. It's a movement towards a brighter, more connected future. It's where every individual is empowered to share, learn, and evolve.